In preparation for the new Naked Gun movie, which is coming out very soon, it's time to stop and review the greatest trilogy in cinema history. No, I said the greatest trilogy in cinema history. The real greatest trilogy in cinema history. Did I stutter? Perfection. Now obviously we don't have all day, so let's just hop right into this. Starting off with the first Naked Gun movie. This is a masterpiece on every level. This is masterclass filmmaking at its finest.
Don't ever let me catch you guys in America!
It just has a very good story you can get invested into, where our main police guy Frank Drebin has to stop this plot to assassinate the Queen, which it's extra hard in this case since he can't work with Nordberg, who's in the hospital from being shot 6 times. Luckily he survives because the bad guys missed every vital organ, but there's definitely just a lot of suspense throughout this movie. You're always on the edge of your seat, and the action is phenomenal. The performances are great, and I'm sure all the actors in real life were nice people too. And I mean, just from beginning to end, it's a pretty straightforward story, so there's not much I really have to add. This is truly just one of the greatest detective crime films of all time. So on the quality scale of 0 to 100, maybe there's a little bit of room for improvement. Let's give it a 96%. And that brings us to The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear. And this one has a little bit of a different plot, where Vernon Dursley is in a wheelchair, and then you have George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush. And there's some evil bad guys in this movie too. And this is another edge-of-your-seat adventure, where just a bunch of crazy stuff happens. You have animals running wild. You have all this insane stuff going on, but Frank Drebin is not ready to give up because that's not what heroes do. He does a lot of investigating and just important stuff. And as I should mention, with all these films, there's a little bit of a love story here, which obviously feels forced in every movie that exists. But not in this one, you know it's authentic. And just on an action level, this actually keeps up with the first movie pretty well. Usually the quality of the sequels deteriorates from the original quite badly, but this one actually comes pretty close to the original's quality. And some of the action might even be better. At the end of the movie, I mean, I'm panicking, I'm freaking out because the building's about to blow up and they don't know how to stop it.
Let's get out of here!
Luckily, by tripping over the power cord, everything winds up being fine. But man, that was just an edge of your seat moment. You knew it was going to be bad. So overall, on the quality scale of 0 to 100, this one gets a 91%. Now, as for The Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult, this one actually does drop in quality quite a bit, which was a genius move by the filmmakers, because that's how most trilogies are supposed to work. The third movie is supposed to be the weakest, and they knew they had to keep the sacred tradition here, because if they made a movie as good as the first two, people might want more, and writing like this doesn't grow on trees. You can't just produce this many movies before the quality falls off, so they made sure to make this one a little bit more underwhelming. There's still some fun stuff with Frank going undercover in a jail, and the ending at the Academy Awards, where Weird Al Yankovic plays a bigger role into this movie than he did in the first. At the end of the day, this movie's fine. I'll give it a 63% on the quality scale of 0 to 100. And there you have it. That is my review for the Naked Gun trilogy. The people that made these movies were a genius. This is just top tier filmmaking. I'm not sure if anything will ever live up to it. Hopefully the new movie does. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think about these movies. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in.